Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Dr. Stone, Season 1, Episode 23. I just realized that we only have this episode and one more until we're done with the season. Like, I knew it was coming soon, but I remember saying, like, oh, I wonder if we're going to deal with the whole Tsukasa thing before the end of the season, but I feel like we might not, right? Like, because we still have to finish making the communication device and then start and finish the big battle, so I will see how it goes, but anyway, we had a really cool episode last time with some cave diving, and it was really cool to see a good amount of that. But then I also like that we had kind of like a turnaround moment for Magma where he is still has that prideful kind of, he doesn't want to admit that he likes being with these guys, but he also seems to like it. So that was a cool moment, and then he hurried them back in order to make it there within the time limit Gen gave them, so that way they can be there for Senku's birthday, which is really cool the way that Gen figured that out. Really wholesome. They made a telescope for him, so that's awesome. And then Senku's immediately like, oh, we can use this for scouting too. Immediately thought of using it for the upcoming fights and stuff like that, so really neat stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what we get into, how close we get to the phones, and all that. So we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Dear. Oh, super glowy. Hell yeah. Of course. An older generation. He still has his shocked face on. Alright, we're close. Cool. Let's do it, baby. I wonder. I feel like we're probably at least gonna have the cell phones before the end of the season. If we don't get the Tsukasa fight right, it's gonna be we're gonna get the cell phones and then move into it next season. It feels so weird to end before the fight, though. Can you imagine like watching them do all this prepping for that, and then it's like, you can wait a year for season 2 to come out. I don't know how long it took for season 2 to come out. I think there's a season 3 out now, though, isn't there? I think I've talked about that before. I think when I started Dr. Stone, season 3 was either finishing up or was still airing. The wave of science. There was no the there, but I put it there. How do you forge it into what you need, though? That's my question that I literally just asked. Convenient that he was right. Ah, seeing a change in him. Hmm. I'm gonna do chemistry stuff. I'm gonna do things. Yeah. Hmm. You. Oh shit. Okay. He's leaving it to Chrome. I love that. I love that. Cool. No. Yeah. Age doesn't matter. No. Yeah. Friendship knows no bounds. There's something about, like, yeah, old men crying, or, like, just finding happiness in their old age and everything. Ugh. It gets me all emotional. Modern man. Did he? Okay. That's cool, yeah. I figured it wasn't gonna work right away. Having multiple heat sources. Oh, but he's gonna make it hotter. Yeah. I love how he's just like, throw everything in. All of the above mega set. Oh. Alright. Yes, everyone, pump it. I love the visuals. Man. All that work for one little filament, though. It's crazy. Like, how many vacuum tubes do you need to make phones? Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, my God! Alright. Hype him up. Yeah. No, he knew. Nice. Oh, walk past him and high five. Yeah. Hmm. What you were already doing. Nice. Everyone gets a job. Work to death. All right. Hmm. All right. Oh no. Ah, you can warm them up and get the coal you need, right? Trying to get away from this. I like his glasses. I saw them like the past few episodes he's had them, but I never really acknowledged them. Going off to get wood. Nice. They built a yeah, awesome. Cool. I didn't do this for you. I did it for the coal. Man, they built a lot. That's crazy. I was right. Oh, music. Alright, Gen, let's see you do some shit. What is this? Now we need 200 more. Yeah, that's what I said. 800, oh my god! Oh. Nice. Mmm. Alright. Nice. Oh shit. Okay. That was a good episode. A lot of science stuff. Is this the same visuals we've always had? No, I don't... Okay. This is different. Yeah, we're seeing a montage of them getting their stuff done. He's Luffy! His arm stretched. Are we speedrunning here at the end? Nice. Are we getting cell phones before this ends? Damn. That was a big microphone. I can't wait to see the finished project. It's crazy. I knew it was going to be big. Now, is that the whole thing? Do they have to carry that around? Oh. The signal. Okay. Do we start it in the next episode? Oh, and we're getting this. I thought that was gonna be, instead of the outro, we had what we just saw. Wait, hold on. I don't know why I thought that was the outro song that played. I guess it wasn't. Was that the opening song that played then? That's my bad. Well, shit. That was a great episode. I mean, I'm still wondering, because what they had there, was that the whole phone? Right? I mean, it said Senku's phone. But, like, what they carry around, because I imagine they need to be able to, like, move a bit with it, right? Is that, like, the main hub for it? Like, the antenna that's sending off the signal, and then the stuff they carry is gonna be... Because I expected it to be big and bulky, right? Like, there's no way they're making little smartphones right now, but I didn't see the microphone part that What's-Her-Face made, which is what's making me think that there's, like, another part to it that they carry. I'm sure we'll see next episode whenever they start using them. But either way, that's awesome. We finished the phones. Just it was just a lot of like crafting, which I'm glad we sped run through it. But I'm also glad we got to see a lot of it too. That is it, guys, for episode 23. So yeah, fantastic. I like that he left people with like some plans and using their own ingenuity to figure it out, because I feel like sometimes people, if you give them like, if you tell them and walk them through exactly how to do something, they don't always learn, right? But if you give them the plans and have them try to figure it out on their own, it helps you learn what you're doing and how you did it more than just someone telling you exactly what to do, right? So I'm glad he kind of let people learn in that way. So that was really cool, especially the Chrome one. I like that Chrome Heat one. Like, he left him with almost no information, right? He said, we need to get this really hot, but it can't melt the glass, right? So it was like, figure it out. And I really like that Chrome is smart enough. He's got the mind for it. He was collecting the rocks and he had the ideas. He just didn't have like the jump start, right? But now that he has like all these little things they've built up until now in his mind, he's able to combine a bunch of them. And I mean, like Senku said, it's ugly, but it was what they needed and it got the job done. So, and that's really cool. And I'm glad he didn't make like the most perfect thing ever. I'm glad Senku was still like when he looked at it, but because it would have been a little preposterous if Chrome just created like the perfect heat source immediately. But I like that he made like a half-assed one using a little bit of everything that they've made up until now, and it all like came together and still worked. So just a really cool thing. I really had a lot of fun with it and seeing them do it. I like, the whole moment with Kaseki was also one of my favorite parts of the episode, because whenever I see like, I just want old people to enjoy what's left of their lives and be happy and stuff like that. So whenever I see them like sad, it makes me sad. Or even just like, I felt sad because I was happy for Kaseki, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, I guess like sad and happy, right? Like Kaseki was saying that he wishes when he was growing up he had someone with the relationship like Senku and Chrome have, that he could craft together with. But the way they handled that, where they were like, well, you do have two people right now, and he's like, who? And it's us, It's like, but I'm 50 years older than you. And it's like, so does that matter? I really like that moment, and I felt so happy for him. I was getting emotional and everything. That was a really cool moment. So, and I like Gen fitting into the group too. Like, sometimes they make him be that like devious, like last episode with the "you better get back here in 4 days or else" like kind of thing. And like, now that he's gone, like they have him like being portrayed as like, you could like still think he could go evil or something like that, but I never really believe it anyway. So seeing him kind of fit in with the group and like hyping Kaseki up, and I like how Kaseki even knew what he was doing too. Like he wasn't fooled by Gen. He was just like, you don't have to do all that. I was gonna make it anyway, It was just really, really fun, cool moments. So it was just a really good one. The silly little song that played when Gen was working on the batteries and all that was funny as well. I liked that, and I like how I said like, what did I say? I said like some lower number than what it was. He was like, we need 800 of them, which I mean, I imagine like, I wonder how many phones he's gonna be able to make before this. Like, how many is he going to be able to pass out to people? Because I can't imagine everybody's going to get one, right? I can't imagine they have the time to make every single person a phone. but I'm just really looking forward to seeing how it works. Like, how do they communicate with, like, how do they, like, do they have phone numbers? Like, is that how complex it is, or is it not that complex yet? Like, how does it communicate with targeted people, or can it not do that yet? Is it more like a walkie-talkie over a certain signal that it's playing over, right? I don't know. We're gonna have to see, but uh, but yeah, that's like one of the things I'm most excited for. Like, we obviously saw a little bit of the finished product, but I'm really excited just to see how it functions and everything. But we have one more episode. I don't know if, like, it seems like they prepped this episode for be like the battle, but it seems crazy for the battle to be one little 24-minute episode, right? So I don't know, unless like they just wipe them out so thoroughly because of having the communication that we do wrap it up in an episode. Now, honestly, if they wrap it up in an episode in a way that is satisfying to me, I think I might actually be happy about that, because the Tsukasa storyline isn't my favorite thing. Like, he's an interesting character. I somewhat get the point he's trying to make, like, his argument as to, like, not progressing science and everything. But I like watching the science and the creation and the progression of that more than I do watching people fight each other in this show. Like, sure, watching people fight each other is fun and all that, but in other shows, but I think this one I prefer the science stuff. So, like, if we do wrap up the Tsukasa stuff in one episode, as long as it's done in a relatively satisfying way, then I think I'm fine with it. And then next season we just move on to whatever is next for the Kingdom of Science. So, but we'll see. Anyway, I don't really have much more to say. I do like that they also, it was something that was brought up by the previous chief guy, where, like, Senku makes things that have the uses that he needs to use them for, but other ways to use them too. Like, to make charcoal, he could have just made, like, a, probably like a big fire or something, right? But instead he built cabins with little furnaces or ovens inside of them that can heat everybody up and give everyone a place to be warm while working on their projects, which, maybe you could argue that it's inefficient to build all these cabins and put these heaters in there, but then you'd be more efficient because, like Suiko was saying, their hands were so cold that they weren't working as fast as they could, and now they're warmed up, so they were able to get their jobs done quicker. So it's like, you take the time to do this to speed up the other work and everything. So it's just, I like that Senku does these things. Like, same with the cotton candy machine, where he could have just made that machine and started making the wiring, but he took the time to make cotton candy to give everybody a little treat as well. I really like that Senku has always done that sort of, like, progressing their livelihood while also working towards the final goal. And it's really cool. So I really appreciated that as well. But yeah, that's really all I have for this one. It was really just for the most part, a big montage on getting these cell phones made, and I still loved it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier on my Patreon. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen as well, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.